Shit. Yeah. What you enjoying over here, man?
Hey man, this motherfucking scripted fried though.
Where you get them from?
Chicken wings, man.
Chicken wings, man. The wings,
See
man.
y'all tap into chicken wings, man.
On me, find them on Facebook, Instagram, all that.
All that.
Yeah.
Riding around in a hum with the 15s on thumb. Homie go dum dum, 50 drum go thump.
That hurt.
And I don't even bang. You ride for your color, I do the same. And I don't even bang. You holding up signs, I do the same. You chase the bag, I do the same. And I don't even bang, bang. You ride for your color, I do the same. And I don't even bang. You holding up signs, I do the same. You chase the bag, I do the same. But ain't no telling what the homie with me claim. Round in a hum with the 15s on thumb. Homie go dum dum, 50 drum go thump. And D-Lo ain't no punk. Who fuck around and wind up in a trunk. And don't mind me, I be living these streets like a bum. Suicide mission, you speak on my sons. It's perspective, we keeps the peace where I'm from. So how you look at it? You probably look savage. No cap, this mama's cooking that good cabbage. You be a boss, born into that good lavish. Well, diagnostic for trying to check on my hood status. Gotta see my people.
That boy said diagnostic for trying to check on my hood status. That's crazy. That's crazy. What's up, everybody? What's up, Freddie? What's up, Brandon? Shouts out to the squad, man. We don't stop just because it's a holiday. God dang it. The message has to be clear. We got to get the message out there. You hear me? Yeah, for sure, man. I'm not going to lie, man. I'm not a real big holiday guy. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't subscribe to the religious attachments to most of these holidays. So I don't end up, celebrating a lot of this shit, which I don't knock anybody for it. But at the same time, I don't celebrate it because I don't support it. So I don't stop my kids from celebrating it. I make sure they understand the history of where a lot of these come from. And I just keep it like that. You know what I'm saying? I think that's fair. I just, just me personally. Big 8, put it in their podcast. I don't, but I'm always open to look at things from a different perspective or a different spectrum, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Most of them are pagan holidays. You know what I'm saying? And there's like types of pagans. So like, it's kind of like, and we can get into that because that gets into a whole religious conversation. And I really don't want to dive too much into the religious conversation, but at the same time, I do want to address things that are on my mind. You know what I'm saying? So dig this. I got this video, right? And it's this lady. She's kind of explaining some of the things that happened that became a result of Thanksgiving. And this is my biggest thing is, should we be revising what we're celebrating on Thanksgiving, or should we just push all that information to the side and discredit what people done been through and just keep celebrating like it's a good old happy time? Yeah, I try to be open. I definitely try to be open because it's easy to not be open. It's easy to think your way and your way is the only way, but I don't feel like that. I feel like people in a lifetime, a person is allotted to do whatever they feel that they're comfortable with and that they believe in their lifetime, because nobody gets a chance to utilize your lifetime like you. So by all rights and by all means, you should be able to, you know what I'm saying? Look at things from the perspective you want to look at them from and gain the understanding that you feel like you comfortable with. I think that's fair. You feel me? I may be wrong, but I feel like it's fair, and that's no knock to nobody. I respect everybody's, everybody believes something for different reasons. And that's the truth. Because some people believe stuff just because it's been passed down traditionally. Some people believe stuff because they've researched it. Some people believe stuff because everybody around believes this stuff. I guess all why people believe what they. I told my native homie happy Turkey Day since he made a post. Yeah, and you know what? A lot of real cultural Native American people may take that shit offensive. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck tells a native happy Thanksgiving? See what I'm saying? You know, I can see where he could laugh and have fun and be subjective about it, but then I could also see where he take the shit personal. That's almost like telling a black person happy slavery day. You know what I'm saying? Something crazy like that. Like you just, you know, it's just crazy. It's just some shit that might spark a different feel out of people, you know what I'm saying, based on what they've been through and what they know about their own history. You know what I'm saying? So it's just safe to, you know, be subjective. But we're going to get into this video. And then while we getting into the video, we're going to also have some dialogue about the information in the video. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to them. Their channel and all that stuff will be on the video and stuff. You know, I seen it. Excuse me, late night vibes is a late night vibe. I seen it, and what date is what, bro? What date you talking about? But I seen the video and I was like, man, this woman telling some real spill. I got to really dive into this. So, you know, and considering some of the stuff I already knew, some of the stuff I found out, but everything affects every group of people different. Like slavery for black people would be different than enslavement for Mongolian people. Like the way it was done to us, the way it was done to them would be completely different. So we would both have different perspectives on which one was worse, which one affected us the way it affected us, stuff like that. And it's only fair to have those conversations and respect people's opinion, you know what I'm saying, on the stuff that we discussing. But don't forget, Sunday, we got the Big 8 birthday bash going down at Ziggy's on 50th Southwestern. It's going to be crazy. We got Pressure Boys pulling up with the cars. We got Chicken Wings pulling up with the food truck. Alley Cat Processing pulling up with the dinabs. Of course, Ziggy's going to be open till 12. So, you know what I'm saying? If you bring a donation, it's $5 to get in either way. But if you bring a donation, we giving you 10% off in Ziggy's and also 10% off at the food truck. So, you know what I'm saying? Showing love to other people for the holidays can get you a discount. So, you know, come fuck with us. Let's make this shit say. I think this shit is going to be phenomenal. Also, we got D-Lo performing. We got Pineapple Straw performing. And then we also got Jump the God performing. And, of course, your boy Ocho. I'm going to get on there and do my little doo-wop. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, donations can be toys for kids. It can be winter clothes. It can be socks. Anything to help people get through the holidays. You know what I'm saying? It could be a gift or it could be something a person might really need. The whole point is to help some families that's in need for the holidays and make sure that they got things that they need. You know what I'm saying? We got to start doing this stuff more often. Every time I do an event, it's going to donate to somebody. We're going to look out for somebody, whether it's a little league football team or whether it's the high school basketball team or the band that's trying to travel and go battle with the battle of the band, whatever we can get into in 2023, put it in our podcast. We will be showing love to the community and to the people in the community because that's what it's all about. You know, you can't expect people to support you and you don't support them. That's backwards. You know what I'm saying? You got to show the love and let the love reciprocate. And if it don't, it don't. You're not doing it for the love. You're doing it because you have. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing it to get something back. Even if it's stuff I do for people all the time. If it don't come back, it don't come back. I did it because I wanted to do it. I didn't do it because I had or because I wanted something back. And that's the important thing about donating and giving to people. You got to do it out of your heart. Don't do it out of trying to come up. That's not the move. That's not the move. You know what I'm saying? But shit, man, it's a hot ass 3 of us in this motherfucker right now, which is okay. Let me get some hundreds, man. We supposed to go to the moon and get into this conversation, man. Let me get some hundreds in that chat, and then we're going to get to it. Matter of fact, if you haven't liked or shared the video, please like and share the video because we're going to get into some real informational shit here in a minute. And I think everybody needs to know this type of stuff. Also with the room, I'm working on the room, y'all. Don't be patient. You remember how long it took me to get the other room together. It took me quite a little bit to get the other room together. But this room will be done this week. Yeah, we'll have posters all over the walls. We'll have CD covers all over. That whole wall behind me is gonna be hit up with shit. I got shirts. I got all kind of shit to put on that wall. So we're gonna turn that wall into a collage of magical creations. You know what I'm saying? I got badges from events I done been to, just all kind of stuff, man. We're gonna show all kind of love on that wall. And also for artists and people like that who want to get their project or their album cover or whatever they want to put on that wall, hit me up on the email and we'll figure that shit out. It ain't that hard. We'll figure that shit out. But this is something that we'll be showing it on every podcast, on every show. The only ones it won't be showing on is the ones where we doing public events, which is fine too. But as much traffic as we get in a month, it's good advertising for anybody. So, you know what I'm saying? Tap into the email if y'all need that information. No further ado, let's see what it do and go to the moon with the crew. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ready to go to the moon? Let's go to the motherfucking moon, man.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Man, y'all know me, man. I put the fire to my shit as soon as I hit the button for the intro, for the countdown to start. So yeah, we going to the motherfucking moon. I had to sing it to y'all, shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We working on it. We working on it. Be patient with me, Brandon. Be patient. I'm working, baby. I promise. I promise. That's really just a countdown for now. I'm just to make a complete countdown from scratch to where like it won't be no miscellaneous, like it'll be our image in the background doing something animated, the numbers being animated and possibly on fire. Like we gonna do some crazy ill shit. I just ain't had a chance to get into it. But I don't even trip. I got you. Already. I know that's right. So dig this. So I checked out this channel. There was this lady who was having a conversation about the things that Indian people, oh, my fault. Let me take that back. Native American people, you got to be very correct when you say these things. Native American people endured in the situations that brought about living. So with that being said, we first to get into this little video clip and then give everybody a chance to speak their mind and speak their piece and get their opinion on the situation. So no further ado, let's get into this shit. You feel me?
I love the idea of a day of gratitude and spending time with your family, and I actually love the weird food. What I don't like is the underlying tragedy and genocide that we ignore on that day. Why do we put our children in costumes of people that showed up and robbed graves and did terrible things and brought disease and just took things, took land from people who were already here? To set up children from the age of preschool to believe that it's right and okay to just take everything is actually truly horrible. It's teaching appropriation from the very beginning. So no wonder, when they get to high school, they think it's fine to wear these headdresses, to wear, things they should not be wearing, and to have these sports names. We start them at the age of 2 with these innocent, sweet Thanksgiving songs.
My bad, I was muted. Now look, as far as the sports teams and all that stuff, that's deep, bro. So it's almost like they've commercialized people's pain and turned it into something that people can celebrate and have fun with. That's dangerous, man. You know what I'm saying? That's dangerous as hell. I forgot what network this is. Hold on, let me see. Maybe I can find out. Hold on. But shouts out to these people and the message that they get now, because she's actually speaking some real shit. Like you teach, we want our kids and our youth to be okay with so much bullshit, so much genocidal bullshit, homicidal bullshit, to like, we celebrate these things like they ain't, like this shit didn't stem from a motherfucking massacre. This shit didn't stem from a lot of hardship. This shit didn't stem from theft and shit that we supposed to be against as a people. You know what I'm saying? It's just fucking crazy. Let's get back into it.
But we create the appropriators of tomorrow. I thought I knew a lot as an Indigenous person about Thanksgiving, and the reality is, like, nothing we've been told is true in just one fact. You know, like, certain things did happen, but all of these things didn't happen in the way we've ever been told. It's like all the best, like, fake news, right? They took things that happened, you know, like certainly lots of separatists, which we now call pilgrims, and different Native folks have had meals. But, you know, there's so many different times that possibly happened that we're referencing. There were so many political reasons that Thanksgiving, the mythology of Thanksgiving, kept morphing over the centuries to fulfill political agendas, right? Just like today. I think.
Hey, that's some important shit to look at too. Many Indigenous people look at this as a day of mourning. So how disrespectful do you think that it is to Indigenous people, Native American, native to this country, that, you know, you celebrate the people that we mourn on the same day worldwide? Like you make this a holiday to where, like, this is like fellowship for you. So the death of our people and us mourning our people is the same thing as fellowship for you. That can be harmful psychologically, especially to a group of people, a large group of people. It's just rough. So it's hard to say whether, like, and I get it. If the celebration and the togetherness of family is what it's supposed to be about, that would be excellent. But the fact that we see back then, this, when they celebrated this shit, they were celebrating what they did to those people. So of course then they weren't celebrating it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost been beat into their heads that this is okay and this is of the past and we'll move forward. Fuck what we did to you, and this is why we did it to you, so we could run the whole country and take over the country. Like, it's just kind of crazy. The Americans, the American government that we live under is so gangster. That's the realest gangster on the planet. Is the people who turn this country into the United States of America. It's fucking crazy. Everyone has different holidays they celebrate. I wouldn't say Thanksgiving is political now. I don't. Yeah, but just because you don't eat your turkey and think fuck them natives don't mean that the reason why you eating turkey ain't because you said, yeah, because your people said fuck them natives. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, that it's a slap in the fucking face, bro. It's a slap in the face. It's a slap in the fucking face. You know what I'm saying? That's just like when we start talking about legality, people bring up the Constitution and like that, and we still got a Constitution that say we ain't even all the way considered beings as black folks. That's crazy. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's just a lot of this information that floats, and we don't take enough time to pay attention to this shit because we're distracted by everything that's going on in the world. But some of the shit that's going on in the world is going on in the world because of this type of shit. Because America loves to slap you in the face and then celebrate the fact that they slapped the shit out of you. No, no, no. I wasn't saying it like yo people's in particularly, Brandon. I was saying like the person who would be not eating and thinking fuck them natives. Yeah, I wasn't directing that at you personally at all, bro. My bad. My bad if it sounded like that. But yeah, that wasn't where I was going with that. But I'm just saying, like, America will slap you in the face and have a party about that shit and be like, shut the fuck up. Hey, America will be like, hey man, yep, I took your shit. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I raped your wife. That shit old. Let's move forward. That shit crazy, man. Let's get back into it.
The hardest thing for Americans today, and the reason that Native Americans and Native American history and issues get left out so often, is because it hasn't ended. We can point to different things and say we fixed that. We're all complicit in standing on land. It isn't done. We've actually been told, like my people, for instance, have been told by the court, yes, you're right. The government did violate their. This still is your land, yet they just won't give it.
Wow.
Just to know whose land you're on. You need to know which lands, whose nation you're standing on. Figure out who the indigenous people are in your land and then start to get to know about them. Start to figure out how you can make reparations. People get really scared.
I ain't gonna lie, when she started talking about reparations and stuff like that, it takes me back to a conversation that I was having with my partner last night. Me and my partner, we was on 2K, you know what I'm saying, playing in the rec center. And sometimes we just have open dialogue conversations. I don't like playing with kids. I play with grown people. Me and my partner CJ, we was chopping it up. And I might end up having CJ on the show soon because he had a lot to talk about and he had some good points. Like we debated this shit for like 2 hours in the PlayStation party. But we was just talking about reparations and the difference between the way the melanated people that were brought over here. See, because it's hard to call them African. It's hard to call them because we'll get into that another time. But it's hard to determine exactly who was brought over here. But the people that were brought over here that were melanated people, it's hard to try to have a conversation about, do they deserve something for building the country to what it is? Or do the native people of the country deserve to be taken care of for the things that were taken from them? That's a complicated thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then me and his conversation really stemmed from the fact that we was talking about would being desegregated help us today. And it was an interesting conversation, but I would like to have that conversation with him on here without too, because I have some good opinions about some stuff that was said. And I ain't gonna lie, I kind of got overwhelmed at some points in the conversation because, like, to me, some of the responses didn't warrant an understanding for me about why being desegregated would help us or not help us today. But the fact that I could see where his thought process was and take some of the things that he was thinking about and apply them to the way I'm thinking and see if I can find a fair medium, it was just good conversation. Shouts out to CJ, man. GDM, man, we out here. You know, 2K23, we out here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen some of the clips. Man, we've been going crazy in the rec center. Truth is, if history is given in evidence and shows a different than written, whose history do you take? Man, I don't understand how the hell they still ain't changed the curriculum in schools to be more accurate. So I would have, of course, you have to take the history that there's evidence of, but that doesn't mean that's what they're using. And they're using the information that they're using to paint a narrative and an outlook for them as a government. You know what I'm saying? To the people of the government and to the children. So as children, you learn to respect and love the fucking American flag, to find out the same flag is representing the people that put you in these fucked up predicaments for so many years. You know what I'm saying? So like, you're supposed to take the history that you can prove. but that don't mean what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like some black folks swear they was brought on a boat and a lot have said they were already here. Moors and Africans. Yeah, that's why I said that's a complicated conversation. That's why I just say melanated people at this point. Because I can't prove who was here and who wasn't. And I would want to do more research so I could have more accurate responses. But I can damn near guarantee that, you know, scientifically you can prove that melanated people were here before people were taken back and forth on boats for the trade, the slave trade. So yeah, I believe it was already a lot of us here, a lot of black people here. But you know, it's just one of those things. We just got to prove what we can prove, and then speculate the rest of it. But I give it about an 88% chance that black folks was already here. Every place has been conquered by people that were not like them worldwide. Facts. And I think what makes America one of those places to where if you did my people wrong, you should do right by me. I think it's one of those type of places because of the democracy that we supposedly live in. Winners write the history. Not all the time, though. It's a lot of stuff that's been written that you can prove false because of artifacts, because of tablets and scrolls and all that other extra shit. It's a lot of stuff that's been written in history that you can prove false. But most often, the winners do write the history. You're right. Well, let's get into this some more and see what she's talking about. It's almost over.
When you talk about reparations, but I think there's so many ways that you, with your current resources, can reach out and say, what can I do to be of service? How can I help? Is there anything I have within my means that would be helpful to your people? And maybe it's just education. Maybe it's getting your kids' teachers to stop doing these terrible, racist, horrible Thanksgiving pageants they do. You know, I don't know what it is, but everybody has a capacity to give back something. And you need to start with knowing you need to give it back to. If everyone just did that, we would be eons ahead in this country than we've ever been in the history since, you know, Columbus showed up.
Now, that can get interesting when you're talking about who the fuck to give it back to. That was another thing she had said that I kind of wrong, but at the same time, it's deemed for conversation. So to find out who you need to give anything back to, you would have to really research and figure out the lineages of these people, and which is possible. Now, what if those people don't wind up being exactly the same people that you think that it's supposed to be? Because it is very common for people who are considered African American to get blood tests and find out that they're 60% Native American and stuff. 40%, 20%, 15%, 5%. So with that being said, what if you find out that the real Native Americans was really black people, and due to climate or geographical location, you know, people might have, you know, developed different traits. You know what I'm saying? The air makes a difference. The water makes a difference. It's to make a difference. Take the same people in a different geographical location, and over so much time, they'll start to look completely different. Wapipo? What's Wapipo, bro? That's what I'm saying about whose land is it. That's why I was like, she was talking about giving things back to people it belong to. We start putting things to the people that belong to and find out that these people are the same people that we've been telling the country that we took a boat from somewhere else from. Of course, they all mixed into the melting pot. America been blending for a long time. Oh, he said white people. I'm retarded. My bad. He said, well, I got you. But yeah, what if you find out that the black folks is really who this land belong to? What if when you go back so far that don't include what we consider to be Indians and Native Americans? What if it go back so far? What if they're really like the lineage of the African people, just in a different geographical location, so they develop different traits, different size noses, different size lips, different body types. You know what I'm saying? Where you located on the earth is got a lot to do with all that type of shit, especially when you're talking about thousands of years. So, like, I think that shit could get real interesting, bro. Yeah, I don't think the color necessarily matters anyway. I think it's the percentages. I think it's the percentages on the blood types. Like if you a majority, if you majority of African descent, then they would consider you mainly African. They wouldn't think about the other shit that you mixed with. They add that afterwards. But if, man, I'm telling you, that's gonna be some complicated shit to figure out. And then it's like, where do we go from there? What's the next move? So you can't just do it like stimulus checks. This is actual land. This is country. So yeah, so it's gonna be a different process. Like you got to deal with that a whole nother way. And then like some of the most poorest people that you can find, maybe actually some of the richest people on the planet. You know, because you got to think the government claims land that nobody buys. So until we start buying up the land and stuff like that, or if we inherit the land, either way, you completely turn into a different type of citizen. Your financial status changes completely. You got assets. You know what I'm saying? We will never release the land. You're right. I think it's ways. I think it's ways to make it right. I mean, but you got to think though. Do you think the current state of where we are, we can afford like a war against the government? They don't want that. They don't want our country at war with our government because our government won't do us right, but expect us to. I think we would have a big fucking uproar. I really do. I think it would be a huge. They done uproared for less. And the difference between uproaring now and uproaring back in the day, like if the Mexican kids uproar, the black kids that's cool with the Mexican kids gonna uproar. The Mexican kids that's cool with the other white kids they gonna jump in. The ones that's cool with the Asians, they gonna help. It's the social construct of people is so different. They would have everybody on their asses. I don't think that they would go. I don't think they could afford not to do nothing. If research puts their different perspectives, because people will feel like they owed something. Yeah, a lot of that is because of stuff like people not having life insurance, people not having written wills. Hell yeah, people die, leave stuff, don't have no family connections, and shit just go away. They just take control of it and put it on the market and resell it. That's their little monopoly game. We can't do nothing about that. They set that shit up and they got that shit to where they can make it make sense. So if we as people don't do what we supposed to do, they deserve that shit, I guess. I mean, how else can we look at it? You know what I'm saying? I don't see how else we could look at it. We just got to do something about it while we're here. Like you said before, Brandon, like we need to start looking into buying land. You know what I'm saying? Owning land, owning space, being able to build on our own space, using some of this government money that they get to play around with and throw away every year that we don't never see. This the type of shit we need to be worrying about instead of if T.I. gonna do something to Charleston White. You want to keep it real. I'm just saying. Or why Takeoff got killed at a gangster party. This shit's starting to sound stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, we worry about so much shit that really don't even matter. That's why I cover certain stuff, but at the same time, I try to stay on this type of shit. I try to stay on some actual shit that somebody can learn something from, because that other shit come and go so fast, and man, that shit ain't authentic to me. I don't be trying to tap into that shit. Shit, looking to the countries also buying up our farm, man. Boy, that says a lot about Bill Gates. How the fuck you own almost this land, the government, nigga? That's crazy. That is fucking crazy. That's what's getting to the bag is. That's a bag. Said that man is second to the U.S. government as the largest landowner in the country. What the fuck? That's crazy. That's real crazy. I didn't know that either. That's crazy. But yeah, man. I know this is the holidays. Everybody been eating, doing their thing. I just wanted to get on here and have a little Thanksgiving banter. Talk a little bit about Thanksgiving and the history of Thanksgiving, and actually see what we need to look at as how we are today and represent today. I personally don't celebrate a lot of holidays because it's not my thing. But at the same time, it's like, if we're going to be celebrating something, we at least need to understand what we're celebrating and do it correctly and pay homage to the people we need to pay homage to, and make it more about respect instead of it done become this glorious day. Like, nigga, it wasn't a glorious day. Just saying. 270,000 acres. How I gotta look at something. Let me see how much 270,000 acres is. What that shit look like. So Google Maps or Google. $270,000 acres. How many acres in a mile? Let me look that shit up. Yeah, I gotta know some other shit too. Hold on. How many acres in a mile? So we got 640 acres. So 600, hold on. 270,000 divided by 640. Divided by 640. So that would be 420. Nah, that's more than that. Ain't more than 420 miles. 640. Yeah, 640. And then don't you you divide 270,000 by 640? Because I'm getting 421 square miles. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay, cool. I'm making sure I ain't tripping. So that nigga own about a state. Let me see. 421 square miles. It ain't doing it. I must be doing this shit wrong. But that's a lot of space. I mean, I know you got to think some states is you can get through them in 4 or 5 hours. You know what I'm saying? Just depending on what state you're talking about. So yeah, that nigga got like a little state. He got like a little state worth of land. That's a lot of fucking land for one person. The fuck, man? That's a lot of for one person, bro. Rhode Island is 1,214 miles squared. Was that the smallest state? Let me see. Maybe I'm doing this on the wrong one. What does 412 square miles look like? Let me see. That's not what the hell I was looking at. I hate when this motherfucker be doing this shit. This ain't gonna show me. I'm trying to see what it'll look like on a map. And I ain't having no luck. But yeah, I bet that's crazy. Ted Turner, though, 2 million acres. 2 million acres. I thought Bill Gates was number 2. Who's Ted Turner? I don't know who Ted Turner is. Yeah, I ain't familiar with Ted Turner, bro. Fuck it, let me look it up. Shit, I ain't got nothing to do. Shit, start a new window, bam. We finna see. We finna look this shit in. I wanna see. I'm being nosy right now. Pop that over there. All right. Screen share, window, boom, boom. All right, bet. Let's see. Ted Turner. Oh shit. He on CNN and some more shit. He used he used to own the Braves. See what Wiki talking about. Surfire Music OKC. Shouts out for the follow, y'all. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. Okay, so this dude lit. Okay. Ted Turner lit. So boom, we're gonna do this. Yeah. So top landowners, you got the Emerson family. They own 2.33 million acres. You got John Malone. He owns 2.2 million acres. The Reed family, who owns 2.1 million acres. Then you got Ted Turner as number 4, with 2 million acres. And then Stan Kroenke, he owns 1.627 million acres. That's a lot of fucking land, bro. Yeah, Bill Gates definitely ain't number 2. Yeah, because if that's 1 through 5, and Bill Gates got 270,000 acres, he far from number 2. That nigga more like number 30. Let me see. Let's look at this other page. This one got more people on it. Most of this shit is families. Yeah, that was all they had on that. Huh. That's interesting. That's crazy. But yeah, Bill Gates ain't even in the runnings of that shit, bro. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was as of 2022. That was the last report of 2022. Let's let's say Bill Gates is number 47. God dang. Hold on. I mean, which still a fucking 270,000 motherfucking acres is still amazing. 2 million acres, bruh. Like, what the hell? They own like regions and shit. Like, hey, these motherfuckers own regions, bro. But I wouldn't count families owning as a single person owning. Yeah, I mean, yeah. We wasn't really talking about how it was owned, or but we was just saying that these motherfuckers own, because you still got a lot. If that nigga's ranked 47th, you still got a lot of people. Why this thing ain't showing me the list? It's trying to take me to all kind of other stuff. But it looked like you got at least 6 individuals in the top 10, though. Pingree Hears. Okay, that's a family. King Ranch, that's a family. Bradley Kelly, that's an individual. Family, individual, family, individual. So you got about 4 individuals out of the top 10. That's still amazing, bro. That's still crazy. Bill Gates only farmland. You trying to make me investigate that shit? I ain't investigating that shit. Yeah, it ain't about what they doing with it. We was just talking about what they own. All that other stuff. I'm gonna have to research that type of stuff, because I don't want to say nothing crazy. But there's about, in the top 10 landowners in the country, 4 of them are individuals, which is crazy. Yeah, for one person to own 2.22 million acres, that's a country. Like, that's a lot. That's like a whole region of a country. Has to be. That is a lot. If I own some land and it's all landfill, I ain't using for my home. Facts. Yeah, but we was just talking about owning land. We wasn't talking about what they doing with it and what's the potential for it. We was just talking about land mass owners. Land mass owners, that is still, I wouldn't give a damn if it was the Everglades or whatever it is. If you own that shit, you own that shit. But I feel it might not all be useful land. It might just be country land, but a countryside or whatever. But that's still a massive amount of space to have ownership over. I mean, just think. That's crazy. Numbers of millions of acres is mind blowing. Hell yeah. Listen, that one dude got 3 million acres. What the fuck is that? Nigga, do you own Spain or something? Like, if that's a lot of space to own, bro. But when you didn't pay for it, I guess it all works out. That's why them families own shit. Yeah, y'all family own it because, nigga, y'all didn't pay for it. Nigga, y'all probably inherited that. Even or just got it or just took it. Y'all taking shit. Them is some taking motherfucker. Them, you know what? The most landowners, them is the people we need to be fucking researching. See what the fuck is up with these families. Cause nigga, 3 million acres, bro. That's ridiculous. The federal government, 640 million. That's the country, right? That's the country. Man, you finna have me looking this shit up. Hold on, I'm finna look this shit up. Hold on, man. You talking about the United States or just America, period? North and South. That's the United States. I want to do all of America. How many miles across is the United States of America? Maybe I got this word wrong. How many miles across is America? Or should I do how many square miles is America? That's a different number than what you giving, bro. The nation is the third largest country in the world in area behind Russia and Canada. It has total area of 9 million square kilometers. This total includes the 50 states and the District of Columbia, but not the nation's territories and dependencies. That's total land. And okay, let me total land in the yes. Saying the same thing. Where you getting that from, bro? That's a 3.797 million. To the second power. Is that to the second power? Is that what that 2 mean? Oh. All right. How much land does the government own? Yes. Okay, it says 620. You said 640, didn't you? I thought you said 640. We was just working with that number. No, 640 was something else. That's at 620. That's cool. Yeah, that's what I thought that meant squared. So that's 3.797 million squared. Oh, what the fucked up is that? What the fuck is that? Whoa. Hey, bro, that got to be crazy. That's crazy. But we talking about the whole country though. So yeah, it's gonna be on a bigger scale. But that's just looking at them numbers and saying them numbers out loud is crazy. That's crazy. 0.97, 3.109 million square. What is the MI? Does the MI mean something else? What you mean, how am I dividing? I ain't doing no dividing. No, I was dividing when I was talking about Bill Gates with the 640 and all that old shit. I mean, squares is it times itself, ain't it? Yeah, it's it times itself 2 times. That's a lot. Okay, see, that's what I thought. So now I'm fucking confused. The land the native chick wanted 2 reparations. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you're saying. But yeah, that's crazy, man. That's a lot of motherfucking land, bro. It's a lot of land. But listen, man, it's been a blast, man. We're supposed to get about this thing. I appreciate y'all tapping in, man. It's been a blast as always. Sunday, we got the B-Day Bash. Make sure y'all tune in. Jump the God, Pineapple Stroh, Big 8, and D-Lo performing live. It's gonna be lit, man. We got the food truck out there, man. It's gonna be live, man. Come check us out, man. We at Ziggy's off Southwest 59th and Western. You know what I'm saying? It's going all the way down. Love y'all, man. Salute. And man, just think subjectively. That's all I ask. You know what I'm saying? Just think about things more than just the way that you used to. Because the way that you used to may be disrespectful to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And that's just real. Love y'all, man. Put it in there. Podcast signing off. It's your boy.
Cheek. Yeah. What you enjoying over here, man?
Hey, man, these motherfucking strips of fries go hard.
Where you get them from?
Chicken wings, man.
Chicken wings, man. The wings,
See
man.
y'all tap into chicken wings, man.
On me, follow them on Facebook, Instagram, all that.
All that.
Yeah.
It ain't my fault. Look at my nigga just signing their gloss. I get in the game, ain't nothing gon' ball. Me and my dog. Me and my beans in a Percocet. Now your girlfriend climbing on top of the wall. I'm a young star, I ain't talking about mob. Put that on God. Put the hair was so far, had to throw the little homie alive. Body shots and head shots for these fuck niggas who think they finna rob me. Now hold your hands up, it's a robbery. I talk was very on, like my first name was Aubrey. Cash money only way is up. Who the hottest, all they say is us. Captain Money talking paper cuts, no scissor heads, but you get faded up. We all on Western, shoot out some Western, bitches some movie on Western. She swerving the Tesla, calling me yes, tip that ass up on the dresser.
It's gonna take us for the rest of our life. We don't have to do shit else. What we gonna do?